everyone. Hello, my everyone. How's everyone doing? Oh, Dizzy, don't. Okay. Whew. Hey, Desi.
Hi, Tracy.
How are you?
I'm fine.
You sound
Hi,
good.
everybody.
They're just coming on. Give them a few more minutes.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
How was your day today?
Oh, it was quite lovely. You know, I always enjoy the long stretch, the breaks. And so I've just been resting up and, you know, trying to get a better feel for Japan.
Yeah. It takes over a year to feel a new environment, let alone a foreign environment.
Yeah.
So,
And I think this has been the longest break that I've had since August. So
and it's a really
I
good
haven't.
break, right? A whole month? Is
Yeah.
that normal?
Yeah.
Is it normal
It's
a
a
whole
little
month?
less than a month, but it's, hey, I still count it. It is a month for me.
That's right. Okay, so now say hi to everyone. They're going happy Friday. Hello, hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Somebody,
everyone.
see Harmon's going, oh, Japan, that's cool. I know it really is cool.
Yeah. Happy
So,
Friday, I guess, for you all. For me, it's Saturday morning. Well, afternoon. Saturday afternoon.
12 o'clock,
But
12:30 now.
yes. Yes.
I'm learning my hours.
Yes.
They're going,
Okay.
hi, Desi.
Say that again.
They're going, hi, Desi.
Oh, hi. Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Hi,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Hi, Extreme Divas. How come I haven't seen you for a while?
I know, right? I
Yeah.
haven't seen that name.
Yeah, we haven't seen that name for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna check into Aaron Carter, which I've only been watching him on Celebrity something, some celebrity show where they're
Oh,
in
the
a
boot
house.
camp.
Celebrity Boot Camp, yeah.
Okay.
So I've only been watching him on there, and I've been watching him and his mother. Look like they're kind of repairing things. I would hope. I would think by the end of the show, like I would think this would be healthy for them. Oh, Extreme Diva says she's trying to restore her health. Good for you.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, marriage boot camp. Good for you, Extreme Divas. Like, guys, physical health, mental health. Like, we gotta take care of that part in our lives. Like, we just have to.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm working on mine. So I have to work on mine. You have to work on yours. If I have to do
Exactly.
me, you have to do you. We can do it together. You know?
How nice. Like a get healthy challenge in 2020, right?
Oh, a get healthy mental challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that if you're not mentally healthy, I think that's where the aches and pains come. Like sometimes the aches and pains aren't real. It's depression, it's
Yeah.
sadness, it's
Mm-hmm.
neglect. Are you neglecting yourself? Are people neglecting you? Like, what is it? It also could be lack of love life, but I wouldn't want a lack of love life to affect too many people mentally, but it can
Mentally.
happen. It can happen, you know?
That's true, I suppose. But I feel like if you're not healthy out of a relationship, you just compound the problems once you are in one.
In another one,
And
you
so,
mean?
right. Right.
Yeah, yeah,
You're just dragging baggage from situation to situation. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And so,
Yeah, I do know what you mean. Yeah.
yeah.
To be honest with you, I think a lot of men do that.
Oh, yeah.
I think a lot of men just jump from girl to girl, but there's that one girl in their past that's affected them.
Of course, somebody once told me, and I don't know how true this is, but somebody once told me, well, men don't hurt, they hoe. I said, excuse me? And I didn't understand it until I sat back and thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't hurt, they hop from girl to girl. They don't hurt,
Oh,
they
she
hoe.
said they don't hurt, they
Hurt.
They hoe.
They hoe, yes. I said, oh, all right. Now, I don't know how true that is. If there are men listening or watching, no disrespect.
Who cares? Who cares? Like, they're not taking care of their mental health either. And, I think what we're saying is that men do hurt, but they don't deal with it, so they jump from girl to girl to girl. When they're not dealing with the one person that hurt them the most.
Exactly.
Somebody goes, they're humans, not robots. Really? Really? If you listen to the girls that talk to me about their men, really? It makes me wonder. I think men have to be a little better with dealing with their feelings, but a lot of times, I think what's happening with men is that a lot of times they're afraid to tell the girl that they're with what their feelings are because they don't fall. They don't fall. Do you understand? So then they hold on to it. And then after a while there are problems in a relationship, and then there's breakups, and the guy never got a chance to say, not that he couldn't have, but wow, this is what I've been dealing with for a long time.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not an expert on relationships. I can only tell you what, I've experienced doing my job.
Of course.
That the men do hop.
Right. And and to some extent, there are some women that can do that. Don't get me wrong, there are some women that can do that same thing.
I ain't mad at
from
that.
relationship to relationship and not feel things, but I haven't met them, but I know that they exist.
Somebody said the girls that complain about men need to find out why they keep attracting those types. That is true. Like, I tell a lot of my girls, like, if you don't resolve this, you're going to attract the same this with different pants.
Yeah.
Or you're just going to bring the same guy back in. You're going to be the exact same guy. You're just going to be like, oh, it's been on and off for 10 years. And it's like, no, that's not normal.
Right.
All right. Preach. So, a lot of guys don't express themselves because some women will use it against them. I have seen it and been a victim of it. That's interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I have found the other way. I have found that if you, the woman, tells the man too much, they use it against you.
It's against you.
That's what I have found. So I'm wondering if that's people that can't recognize they just don't belong together.
Right, there's that too.
Because a lot of women tell men things so that the current man that they're with, doesn't repeat the hurt.
Right.
So a lot of women go, my last guy cheated on me. But it's really a warning because they're saying to the guy in front of them, don't cheat on me.
Don't you do it. Mm-hmm.
But you can't have an and I've seen this, and they go, and he knew, he cheated on me, and he knew this happened to me before. And I'm like, he wasn't supposed to take care of that for you. He wasn't supposed to take care of, like, not cheating. Like, I don't agree with cheating, but he wasn't supposed to handle that for you.
Right.
And that was your expectation. Let me tell him in advance so that I can guarantee he's not going to cheat on me because I told him. No, what you told him was, my last guy cheated on me. What you should have said was, listen, I've been cheated on before. I'm not that girl. Try
Right.
it, and you're free to go.
And we're done.
Let me
Exactly.
know. You're free to go. Not, I told him what happened to me, and then he did it too, and then I'm so hurt. No, you told him as a warning, and that's not the way you should be handling your relationships.
That's a good point.
You know? And I'm not a fan of cheating. I'm just saying I'm not a fan of you controlling whether or not he cheats. And by the
Because
way,
ultimately, you can't control that.
that's the
Ultimately.
one thing you can't control. It's the one thing you cannot control. Let's not say the actual form of cheating either, but you can't control someone else being attracted to someone else.
Exactly. Well, you can't control people. Like, and ultimately, as callous as it is, that person is not responsible for your feeling. You're responsible for your feelings.
And that means if somebody cheats on you, you don't go post them. You just go, well, goddamn, um, that hurts. Um, I'll never talk to you again. Two different things.
Right.
Two different things. And I don't even believe in emotional outbursts because you were cheated on. I understand they're hurt. I understand finding that one girlfriend, that mama, that sister, and like letting them like really feel and participate in your pain, like Portia did. Well, I don't really believe
Mm-hmm.
that storyline, but I like the way Portia handled it. Like it was elegant. It was hurt, and she shared it with her mom and her sister. Like that's healthy, you know, not the whole
Yeah.
drama of you cheated on me and you knew and I'll fuck you up. Like no, no one owes not cheating to you. What someone owes is respect, and respect leaves the door. You go after respect.
That's just it.
And extreme divas, like when it comes to physical violence, and I don't know if that is true because a lot of guys sucker punch you. Like physical violence isn't planned. It's like getting up in each other's faces, and one person gets more frustrated, male or female, and the hit comes. I think I hear what you're saying, but I think what you might be saying is if that occurs, it should never happen again, which means you
Yeah.
should never be under the same roof with that person. However, when we're talking about physical violence, before it even got there, there's mental control,
Yep.
there's fear, there's isolation. All of this is a
Yep.
pattern before the physical violence.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time the violence comes, the person thinks they don't have family, they've been relocated. They might have cursed out their own family for their man. Like that little girl that ran
Right.
away. God knows if that was a situation where the mom was like, I'm sending you back to Honduras, and the little girl was being like, you ain't doing nothing. This my man. I'm going to date my man. You know, as an adult,
Right.
you might literally cuss out your mama over a man
Right. Right.
to the point where you don't have family, and that's exactly what he wanted. He plays the victim. Man, you have to wild out on them just to protect me, baby. I'm glad that you got me and you protected me, and boom, he got you. He just played you. Now you're isolated from your family.
Right. Or you're the only one who understands what I'm going through. You're the only person who understands me. These other people, they don't understand me.
They don't understand
Yeah.
me, even though I'm a
Yeah.
hustler, even though I just got out from jail, even though I'm not bringing no money home. And that some guys, I'm saying some guys, most guys that
Yeah.
are controlling actually work every day,
Yeah.
actually take care of the bills, and do it in such a way where they're like, if I'm taking care of these bills, I need you to be that woman here.
Right.
So there's all kinds of scenarios. We're just talking about different. I don't even know how we got on this
I
from
don't know how we
Aaron
got on it either.
Carter.
Maybe we're picking up some energy
I was
from
getting
him.
ready to say, I think somebody might be wanting to, listen to this. Players always find weak women who don't have minds of their own.
Mm,
I don't know.
I don't know about that either.
I think, listen, I think control comes in when women don't date enough. I think when you don't date enough and that one guy comes through, like you're just so grateful that the one guy came through that you don't want to lose him. Like that could be a reason too. You know?
Yeah. And then you don't take into account that there are a lot of women out here who are fixers and nurturers and feel like they can rescue or change or help or save this poor man from himself.
The nurturers. Oh, my girls that are the nurturers. I'm just that kind of person, Tracy. I just, I take care. I'm like, stop taking care, stop nurturing. If his mama couldn't produce a quality being out there in the world, guarantee you can't.
Right. Move on. Let it be somebody else's problem. Like, I hate to say it that way, but let it be somebody else's problem.
Yeah.
Thank God it's not you.
Yeah, but I don't know, Desi. It's a process sometimes.
It is a very real process to get through that. I'm speaking from experience. I know.
I'm speaking from experience as well.
Yeah.
You know more than anybody.
Of course, and I think we've all been through that. But I think a reason why I said that is because I think it's unfair to sit and call a woman weak-minded, because
I would never.
Like I feel like that's unfair.
Yeah.
Some women do lose themselves in that, but they come out stronger for it on the other side. I don't think moments of weakness make you weak as a person. That makes you human.
Yeah, and moments of vulnerability, sometimes you just got to be vulnerable. Like sometimes you just got to be vulnerable. Sometimes you got to be depressed. Sometimes you just got to cry. We're girls. And half the times we got to get up, go to work, take care of the kids. We don't even get enough time to emotionally be there for ourselves. Be there for ourselves. Oh, see, Harmony goes, Desi, you better preach, hunty.
Thank you. I mean, I don't know. Weak-minded. That bothered me just a little bit. Because I don't want people to feel like if you had these moments, it's okay to have these moments and learn from these moments. That doesn't make you a bad person. That doesn't make you, weak. That doesn't make you anything other than what you are. And as long as you have those experiences and you learn from them, that's what makes sense. As a matter of fact, nobody even has to know you made them.
Wait, unless I misunderstood. Who said you should submit to a man?
Oh, child, I'm glad I didn't see that.
It's on YouTube. That's why. Like, who said that? Don't listen. It's not about submitting. If you're going to submit to somebody, you submit to yourself. It takes a lot to be you. And it takes a lot to, come to terms. It's playing part 100%. I feel like no one knows their place. Girl, I'm going to block you in a minute. Don't do that.
No one knows their place. All right.
No, this is not. What is that show with the nuns' outfits?
With the nuns' outfits.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. Have a better conversation with your mom. Have a better conversation with your mom. I'm guaranteeing she was miserable.
Oh no.
Guarantee she was miserable. Have a different conversation with your mom. The reason why we have evolved to this point is because our moms were miserable with those men. They were inconsiderate. They were mean. They were drunks. They were smokers. they would just have guys over and expect her to cook for everybody, have another conversation with your mom. Get some honesty out of her. Because whatever hand you were dealt, it was a lie. All right. There you go.
There you go. Words of wisdom.
All right, there you go. Aaron Carter.
Okay. How we got here?
I don't know, but let's just end it now, because.
All right. For sure.
Hi.
Let's look at Aaron.
Somebody goes, Tracy said what she said. You know how, like, Aaron Carter's a Sagittarius, they're already telling us because they know we're going to ask. Aaron Carter's a Sagittarius.
Okay.
Well,
that explains so much right there.
Does it? Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All right, so I'm going to let you go first. Desi, just let me pull my cards ahead of you.
All right.
Are you're still shuffling, right?
Yeah, I'm shuffling around and sort of answering. I'm asking the question. Oh, yeah.
What's around Aaron Carter? Okay, Aaron Carter.
Jeez.
Fine. Shush. Shush. My dog is better today.
I know, not dry heaving.
No dry heaving today.
No.
I know. Just a new level of elderly stuff. Okay, I pulled 11 cards. I don't know where I got that from.
He's... Okay.
Oh, Moon in Cancer. Oh, that's why he's so emotional. He's a Moon in Cancer. He's really emotional.
That also explains so much.
Thank you, Jacob. Alrighty now. Oh, sorry, Desi. We lost Desi.
I hit a button while I was pulling. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Oh, Desi, don't talk yet. Don't talk yet. Don't talk, Desi.
Okay.
Don't talk yet, Desi. Desi, were you prepared to tell them about the mailbag?
Oh yes, I've already created the email address. And so I will be, for those of you all who want to write in for advice from me, and the cards, and you want me to pull some cards on your particular situation, you are welcome to send me. I will keep your name anonymous if you want me to.
Yeah. Let's practice that, Desi. Keep it anonymous.
Absolutely.
It's just easier.
Yeah, I will definitely keep it anonymous, and I'll just pull the cards and also do a bit of talking. If you want to send me a letter or send me some mail, send me an email about your particular situation, whatever it is that you're going through, I'd be happy to pull cards for you.
What's your email
and help you with
address?
that situation. It is starseedmailbag@gmail.com.
I love that. So Debbie's new segment is called At Gmail?
Yes, at Gmail. Starseedmailbag@gmail.com.
So Desi's new segment is called Mailbag. And that's for you to send in a email about your situation and let a real psychic give you real psychic advice. Okay? Now, I'm just saying, I know that Tasha K has this thing that she does where she's giving advice. I'm not confident someone as trashy as Tasha K should be giving you guys advice. You know what I mean? Like, she is horrible and a horrible character. And as of lately, this segment that she has is dibbing and dabbing into like the metaphysical world, right? So I'm not trying to take anything from Tasha K. Those that want to, let her, do you, that's fine. I just think that she is not kind enough to do it. Yeah, see, Desi seems like a sweetheart, right? And you would want to get a
Oh, well,
reading.
thank you.
You're welcome, Desi. You would want to get a reading from someone who's sympathetic and kind and can help you to heal. So, with that being said, Star Seed Mailbag at gmail.com. But now you're going to get advice that is spiritual and strong.
Yes.
It's not going to be the opinion. It's not going to be someone's
No.
opinion. If you want somebody's opinion, talk to your girlfriends. They'll give you great bad advice. All right? Right? So, but if you want spiritual advice from Spirit, from Desi's guides, and how she connects with your spirituality, this is a much better way to get advice through Spirit.
Now, let me also say this. I get the advice from Spirit, from the cards. I am not a lawyer. Don't come to me for legal advice. Baby daddy going to jail, I can't help you with that. Somebody else going to jail, potentially, I can't help you with those issues. But if you're seeking any sort of spiritual counsel of any sort, I'm happy to help you with that. But like any legal advice, any medical advice, like I'm not a doctor. I am not a lawyer. Okay. Let me just preface that.
Definitely not medical advice. That much I can tell you. But somebody said Desi is a seeker from the divine. That is
how
so
sweet.
true.
Thank you.
That is
like
really
that.
nice, Extreme Divas. Thank you. All right, and one spirit knows another spirit. So Extreme Divas is very spiritual.
Desi Divine. I love that. That's adorable.
I love that. That should be your ending name.
Desi Divine. I love that.
I love that. Extreme Divas, you go. Desi, what's your
sign?
sign?
My sign? I'm a Gemini.
What's your moon?
Oh, my moon is Aquarius and my rising is Cancer.
Yes. All right. Let's hear this. What is around? Oh, wait. So that if you want to reach, look at Desi's YouTube channel, Starseed Revolution. It's a YouTube channel. She does horoscopes and she also does predicted outcomes on celebrity. To contact me, Traceybrownlive.com. And somebody said just now, they're like, Tracy, you're kind and you're very candid. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You give the best advice. You always help me out when I'm going through something,
Yeah.
something that I can't see myself.
Yeah. I'm a snap out of it type of person. Especially like in the beginning, I'm actually really nice. And then when y'all fight me, I'm like, oh, hell no.
Mm-hmm.
No. I had that today. I was like, you gotta stop fighting me. This is not gonna work to your advantage. Stop fighting me. And then once she stopped fighting me, something occurred to her. It was a question about a guy. Something occurred to her and she was like, actually, he said this. And I was like, bingo. Bingo. That's where the problem is. You know what I mean? And she was fighting me. And I'm like, nope. She says, I can't believe that. Well, too bad. Because that's what it is. So yeah, I'm candid. I'm grounded. I'm really, really nice. By the time you get off the phone with me, most people are like, oh my God, thank you. I really needed that. All right. Tracy Brown
It's very
Live.
motherly.
Huh?
I said it's very motherly energy.
Or it's very even grandmotherly, you know? Like, you know, by the time you get to your grandma about the advice, she calls you all kinds of names. Girl, you stupid. What you talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Grandmas even do it, at least in black families, they do it even
Yeah,
stronger.
that's true.
And then by the time you leave grandma, you're like, okay, grandma, you're so right. I'm going to fix this. Yeah, fix that. And then you let me know how you fixed it. How did it work out for you? Although I didn't have that type of grandma. My grandma was a gem. She was a gem. None of her grandkids could do any wrong. We were doing wrong right in front of her. She's like, don't take extra, but go in the suitcase. She had the suitcase on the table. Go in the suitcase and just take what you need, okay, babies? And we'd be like, yeah, sure, Grandma. Oh my God, bless her soul. Money came up missing all the time. Not in the form of.
Oh
Yeah, we were terrible kids. Not in the form of stealing, but she just had this suitcase full of money. And
no! I
of
was gonna
course,
say, you robbed your grandma. Admit it, you robbed your grandma. Right.
see, that was grandma. That was grandma right there. That was grandma. Now, grandma, you know I ain't gonna lie. You know I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Yes, we all did. She had a suitcase full of money. No one understood it. Like, who has a suitcase full of money in the middle of the living room? Like, I grew up in a crazy family. And then she would go, I need y'all to go
It's
to
so
the...
black.
It's a black thing.
That is
It's
so black. Black people did not trust banks. Older black people still don't trust the bank.
old
So
Italians
it's
didn't
nothing
trust
to.
bank. Old Italians
Yes.
put things in their mattress, buried in a Mary statue.
Yep.
She just had money, constant. And I swear to God, we would pass it every day because it was very normal for us to see it. So it's not like we were money. But when she said, I need somebody to volunteer to go to the store, we'd be like, oh, me? I'd love to go for you, Grandma. And we were young. We were 8, 9, 10. Because remember back in the day, nobody watched us damn kids. We'd go to the store 5 blocks away and they thought that was normal. The worst. And you'd be like, Grandma, I'd love to go to the store for you. And then the other cousins, because we all like would live together for the whole summer. Like we had horrible parents and they would just drop us off. School ended yesterday. The next day we were at Grandma's house.
Mm.
And then the other cousins would go, Grandma, she can't go by herself. I might as well go with her. And then it would be like this team, and Grandma would be like, all right, everybody just go together. Take, back in the day, there was no such thing as $10. So it'd be like, take $1. And we'd be like,
Yep.
sure, Grandma, just $1 to get, like, I don't know what, let's say bread. Just to get bread?
Go get me some cigarettes.
No,
Give me some
thank God.
cigarettes.
That
Okay.
both my grandmothers didn't smoke, thank God. I had the cigarette tooting mother. I had that one. In any
Give
case,
me some chewing tobacco. All right.
we would go to that little suitcase. She'd be sitting there. She had this weird thing where she loved wrestling. So she would be sitting in the living room off to herself watching wrestling, which was kind of weird for a grandmother. She spent the whole time going, oh, oh, oh. And then we look behind and we'd be like, she's busy. Yeah, we stole from our grandma.
That's messed up.
I know. I'm sure I'll pay
But
for
I
it
understand
someday.
it.
I'm sure.
That money was for y'all. I'm sure she knew.
Good point, Desi.
I'm saying you can't take it with you. She knew.
Good point. Man, if she knew, that would kind of piss me off now. The whole fun was stealing. If she actually was, like, letting us steal?
Yep. She's letting you guys think that y'all stole. So like, I'm gonna just let them get this out of their system.
Everybody's like, she totally knew.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hit her now for tricking me. Extreme D was like, no, I think she knew.
Yeah, she knew.
Someone's like, she probably hated wrestling.
It's like, I'm gonna just focus on this right quick while they go in the suitcase.
While they steal, right?
So that they, yeah, exactly.
saddest thing ever. If she really tricked us, I'm going to be pissed with you, Grandma. All right. Let's get this party started.
Okay.
Traceybrownlive.com if you want your own reading. Check out the website. All the information is there.
Okay. You want me to start?
After the depression, no one trusted the banks. Exactly. Go, go, go.
This young man is very sad and confused. Almost if his energy is very lost. Like he flits from one thing to another, trying to latch on to something that makes him feel good. And I think nothing makes him feel good because he's got so many swords in his mind. There's a fire sign woman here, very dominating woman. Actually, there's a few women around him that prove themselves to be very dominating. Fire sign, water sign woman. Very dominant personalities. I think he tries to show strength against them, or like try to stand on his own, like I'm my own man, I can do this. But I think they still, whoever these people are, they treat him like a child still. And I think that only adds to the mental conflict that he's having. I think either drugs or alcohol.
Yeah.
Is being used to mask the pain that he feels from these two overbearing women in his life. There's something here about a child or children. I don't know if he has a child or he's going to have children. It's not showing up. It's showing up in a past position though. So I don't. There's something here about a child or children. Maybe his desire to have a family. But I think he's also trying to find the balance in between normal life and not being normal. I think he, like what he wants versus what he needs, right? So like I need to be a normal, like Spirit says, he needs to be a normal, I just need you to back off and just go live your life and get healthy. And he said outside of the spotlight, outside of whatever kookiness you're cooking up in the media, that's what he needs. But he's fighting against that because what he wants is he still wants to be recognized and acknowledged as being someone in the industry. But I think it's ruined him.
Desi, I'm hearing from AV and little stuff that he does have a 12-year-old child out there.
Okay. Yeah, there's something here about a child and them wanting, like I said, they want him to just be a quote-unquote normal guy. But I think he has trouble finding the balance because ultimately what he wants versus what he's fighting himself, what he wants versus what he needs. And what he wants, unfortunately, is the shadow card, and it's not healthy for him. But he can't see that because his judgment is so clouded. I think he's trying to manifest. Okay, this is the way that I'm getting it. It's very like kitchen sink kind of career. I'm just gonna throw whatever I can throw at the public. I'm gonna stay out here any kind of way, any way that I can. I'm gonna use every trick and tool I know to try to stay public. But ultimately, it leads to it's burdensome. Whoever these women are, they're trying to wrangle him in. Again, I get a fire sign and a water sign woman trying to wrangle him in, but he doesn't listen. He's not listening. The center of my reading is the devil. The center of the reading is the shadow side. So all of his focus, all of the energy is there. All of the energy is being bound to what's not good for him. To the point where it clouds the other stuff around him. It clouds it all. He's in such a stuck place. He's so stuck. It's sad. he's stuck emotionally, mentally stunted. About 12 years old inside. About 12 years old emotionally is what I'm getting. Outward looks like a man, obviously, you know, but internally, he's always stuck at 12. I got the number 12.
Did his career end at 12?
Oh, I don't know. Does
Well,
anybody know?
Well, was he at his peak at 12? Because I think it's very common for actor children to stay at their most popular spot in the spotlight, so that when they get to grow up, they stay at their most popular time in their life. That's why when you see some very mature actors, they're in their 40s, and they keep communicating in a way as if they were that person at the last time you all remember them. They like that. They stay stuck.
Well, not only that, but if somebody with this level of trauma, it's just a really sad, heavy energy. If something happened to him, traumatic at 12, people are emotionally stunted at the age where they were traumatized.
Good point. Yeah.
And I'm getting 12. He's stuck at 12. Yeah. And I think people it's like spirit keeps offering him new beginnings when he's out of this, and he refuses to take it because his judgment is so clouded. Oddly enough, he sees being ordinary, quote unquote ordinary, as a burden for him. I think he's gonna, I think he's, yeah. Oh no. Okay, so I pulled some more cards. I'm sorry. He's gonna try to go overseas and make money that way. I think he's more popular overseas. I think he's still a star. He's still at some level of stardom overseas, and I think he's gonna go where he wants to go where he's most celebrated. He doesn't feel like that's in the U.S. I get overseas, over there.
Well, a lot of programming overseas is still backwards. It's still delayed. You know? Yeah, but I think somebody offers him a deal, a TV production deal. There's some sort of production deal here that's offered to him overseas. I think he takes it. It is not the right move, but he does it anyway. Is it a reality show?
Yeah, something to do with the family, though. It's like an extension of the boot camp. It's everybody. Though.
Okay, so the other person that's on the show that's also very stuck, by the way, is Corey Feldman. So, and they have friction. And so, if it's a reality show, that would be a great reality show because reality shows are about friction.
Yeah, I think somebody's in his ear right now trying to offer him a deal. Him, and it feels like a family. It feels like a family deal. They want not just him, but they want like a package deal, all of them, overseas to do this. It could be something, you know what? It's reminiscent of like a celebrity Big Brother, something like that. Something they're all in a house. Something like that. Something like a celebrity Big Brother type thing over there. I think they're in his ear about it right now. They're telling him, "Hey, you're loved over here. That nobody thinks you're a joke over here." He takes it. The end card I have is the Three of Swords. I think he's screwed. in the end. I think chasing fame is the end of him. Will be the end of him. I don't know what that mentally, at least, not
Yeah.
physically, mentally.
Yeah. You know what I think? I think, who was I talking about this today? I think that when you're in the spotlight, you think the spotlight is the end all. And you
Yeah,
always have expectations of somebody choosing you because that's the excitement, that's the drug, right? So you go on
right,
auditions
right.
and you wait for that adrenaline rush where they're like, okay, you're on hold. Okay, you're chosen. Okay, big contract. And
Yeah.
it's all adrenaline, like it's all drug based, which is, I think, why you got the shadow card or the devil card. It's all drug based.
Mm-hmm.
All right, which I then I'm stuttering now, then leads to, like, then it leads to, okay, you got the job,
Yeah.
where's the adrenaline? Because now you're here, now you just have to do the job. Getting up every morning to do the job is no longer the adrenaline. The adrenaline comes later when you get to see the package put on a big screen or put on the little screen. That's the next level of adrenaline. But while you're working, there's no adrenaline. You're just coming to work every day. So I'm
Yeah.
wondering if it's like going to be a reality show.
I don't. That's the way I got it. It feels like a house full of people, but it's over there, and it's not. It's not going to be as lucrative. It's not going to be as lucrative because in the bottom of my deck is five. Is the five of Pentacles, so it's not going to be as lucrative. And then the Three of Swords showing up at the end here is just it's destructive all the way, all around.
So somebody already named the show. Who was it? Extreme Divas, and she goes, "Saving Aaron Carter."
Oh God,
That's such an
no,
interesting read.
it's not therapy though.
No, no,
It's not
no, no.
healing
She
in
was
any way,
just
shape, or form.
no. She was just naming it, like
Yeah.
not saying that that was going to be. She was just like, got a great name, saving Aaron Carter.
Mm.
Right.
But yeah, I wish intervention is more like it because one of the things I got when I was looking into his energy is sort of like a heaviness in my chest, like a heaviness. I don't know if he has breathing issues or asthmatic or if he's smoking something. There's some sort of heaviness. It's physically heavy, heavy-hearted, sad. I don't know. It's so sad. It's not a happy energy for him.
Yeah.
And spirit is begging him, like
Don't get
begging
it.
him to turn things around.
Well,
They're giving him outs.
I think what I'm also getting with a lot of these actors that expect to be chosen, and that's the expectation to this day, even
Mm-hmm.
though that reality has gone. Like, and thank God it's gone, because I
Mm-hmm.
think what he doesn't seem to realize is that he should be producing something. He should
Yeah.
be creating something. He should
Mm-hmm.
stand in his creative power. But he's not there. If he's stuck at 12, then he
Yeah.
has an expectation of choose me, choose me.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that phone call.
Yeah. And with the two overbearing women in his life, I get the sense that he's always. It's so sad. He's always seeking love and approval, but not from them, not from the fans, so to speak. It's about them. I mean, the fans are a bonus, but I get that he is always seeking love and approval from those two women, the fire sign and the water sign. It's everything is about. Again, it's 12. If it's mother, grandmother, something like that, it is, hey, look, it's like, how 12-year-olds are like, hey, look at me, I can do this, I can do this. It's like nothing he does. He doesn't feel like anything nothing that he does can please them. And so he's always chasing that that level of approval. And so.
All right, let me do what I see now.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Lost love. Lost love. Lost love. I'm not sure if this is romantic love. I think it's love of the public. I think it's love of the entertainment industry. I think he got shot down in his career at a place where it just was like he's like, no, no, no. Um, and I think he misses the fact that people loved him. And I get that because I think, I don't know, how old is Aaron Carter? I think he's about my son's age. And I remember he was the most popular thing out there. How old is Aaron Carter? Is he in his 30s yet?
Is he 30?
He doesn't look it.
No, he doesn't look it.
Does anybody know Aaron Carter's age? Because, and he also had to surrender. He had to surrender to the loss. But he's 29. See? That's my son's age bracket.
He's 32.
All right. 32. That's still my son's age bracket. And I remember when they were all kids. And I remember Aaron Carter was untouchable.
Really?
Yeah. Desi, he was the it guy. And then there was another kid. He also fell off. Ugh, I can't remember his name. Can't remember his name. There were two kids that were the it guys. Aaron Carter was music, and this other kid was I almost had his name on the tip of my tongue. Not Justin Bieber. No, Justin Bieber wasn't around during Aaron Carter's days. No, they weren't competing against each other. Not Jesse McCartney. I'm not going to be able to think of it. But in any case, there were two. One was an actor, little short guy, little funny looking short guy, but was the it guy in the business. And Aaron Carter was the musical guy.
Oh.
All right. He was that one, the other actor he had the black friend that was in a wheelchair. Does anybody remember that?
He had the black friend that was in the wheelchair.
In the wheelchair. Okay. And talk like this, the black guy.
Oh, Frankie Muniz.
Frankie Muniz and Aaron Malcolm in the middle. Thank you, you guys.
Yeah.
Frankie Muniz was the it guy. Funny looking little skinny type was the it guy. Him and Aaron Carter fell off at the same time, basically. We have never heard from Frankie Muniz again. Have we? I haven't. Don't even try it. Do you see what she's like? Finish up, lady. Don't try it. So, with all that being said, he's stuck at Love Me. See, somebody goes, I love Frankie Muniz. Exactly. Just like everybody loved Aaron Carter. I remember because I was there. And I remember them giving parties and everybody was like, I'm invited to his party, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? They were the it guys and they were untouchable. And so he just wants that back. He just wants that era back. And emotionally, he's down, right? So the next card is power, self-confidence, productivity. He just wants to act again. He just wants somebody to say, yeah, you're the best, act again. I'm getting attachment, letting go, restriction. Whatever his life was, it's like a tattoo. Even if you remove the tattoo, the impression is still there. All right? He can't let go. His problem is that he cannot let go of the past. Also, talking about lost love, he was definitely taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Extreme Divas, I don't know if he has, I don't think he's capable of making music because I don't think he wrote music. So he doesn't have a career. I don't think he wrote his music. I think it was written for him and they said go out and be bubblegum.
Mm.
So you're right though. He should go out and make music. He should find somebody like some kid exactly like him that he could foster, promote, develop, like Beyonce did with those two cute little girls. And look how successful they are. And look what happens when you step out of your own success and you create a whole new success. You know, he's old enough to think better now. But right
Yeah.
now he's thinking self. He wrote Fool's God on his latest album. It was really good. Okay. But I don't think he's a writer. I don't think he has that gift
Mhm.
to produce
Mhm.
something. All right. Um, he loved the happiness and the drinking and the partying that came with his success. Cash, don't do that. Don't do that. Stay with me. I fed you before I started the show, so don't try me. She's questioning me like I'm questioning whether or not I fed her, but I did. You, you're making me look bad. I'm pretty sure I fed you because I didn't want to stop the show without. Oh no, I didn't. I'm so sorry. I did. I meant to feed you. Then I forgot. I'm not gonna be able to. Can I go feed him?
Yeah, of course. Go for it.
I can't. Like you don't even understand how bad this is right now.
No, it's totally fine.
Thank you. Y'all talk to Desi real quick till I get it back. I'm so sorry, Chad. Because I'm like, I fed you. I fed. Oh hell no, I didn't.
Yeah, no. I'm not. I guess I'm 34, guys. So I don't.
You look
Which I
really
guess is
young.
still. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 34. So I don't. I don't. I guess we're in the same demographic, in the same
Yes.
era, but I don't remember Aaron Carter being hot like that. Like I remember his
Aaron
brother
Carter?
in the Backstreet Boys, and that was like '95. But like, I don't. I don't know. I don't know what I was listening to when he was
Aaron
out,
Carter
because I
was
definitely wasn't
hot.
like.
Aaron Carter was hot.
I don't remember.
Yes,
And
he was.
he
He was.
had to be out of my demographic.
He was bubblegum hot. Whatever. Like it's bubblegum.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think for the past 2 years, for him to figure out how to let go of his past, how to uproot himself from his past. It's been a little bit of a waiting game. He's trying, though, guys. He's trying to figure out who Aaron Carter is. He's trying really hard. But he's still in the process. I think by the time he finds out who Aaron Carter is, I think he's going to be shocked.
Hmm.
It's almost like being hetero all your life, and I knew a woman that did this, had damn near grown kids, and she was like, "I'm gay now," and you're like, "Oh, where did that discovery come?" She goes, "I think I was always gay. I just didn't want to face it." And and to have that new discovery is shocking. Like, what
Yeah.
walls did you have to tear down to become different and
Yeah.
accept yourself? And I think that's what's happening. Like in the past 2 years, he is just in this self discovery and getting rid of drugs and alcohol to get on a road to self discovery, only to find out that when he really uproots himself, I wonder who he's going to be. Because to sit back and accept yourself as the very thing you've been fighting and drinking off, and to finally be that, like to be that relaxed and be like, this is who I am, and be okay with
Hmm.
it, like,
Hmm.
wow, that's amazing. But he's finding out right now, and I don't know who it is or what it is, but He'll get the memo finally. He'll get the memo. Three of Swords, like you, Desi, but I get it in the first position, so he's in a lot of
Mhm.
pain.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of pain, and I think, three major people have caused this pain, and I
Mhm.
think it's hard for him to keep his head up. Like, I feel like he's always in memory of pain, and I think that's why he drinks. Like, it's emotionally just heavy for him. All right? I get the temperance. This has been going on for the last 14 years, which is right around the time his career changed, if he's 32, you know. I get a man was responsible for this change, all right? I get a water sign man, also could be father figure. I never hear much about his father, by the way, but I know his father was just a little bit of terror on wheels, at least for the mother. I get a Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I get sibling energy.
Mhm.
To me, it feels like his whole family was responsible for how he was made up. I think his brother Nick was the most popular kid out there. And I think they wanted to capitalize on cute little blonde Aaron. And I don't think, to be honest with you, that Aaron was talented. And that's not me, like psychically. I don't think he was talented.
No. Yeah.
I think he was cute. And I think he was made. And I think he was made for money, and I think they all told him what to do. I don't think Nick is involved in this because I think Nick was doing his thing.
Mm-mm.
But I think when all was said and done, I think the mother and father, I get the father figure or water sign figure, I get the mother as a queen of swords because I think she was bossy. I think she was like, you're going to do this because you're going to do it. I don't think it was done with love. Like, oh my God, baby, you're so amazing. When my son was acting and he would go into the audition, he would say, he would come out and I would say, how'd you do? And he would say, good. And I was like, did you do your best? And he'd go, yep. And I go, okay, if you did your best, that's all we can ask for. And we would leave. And only one time do I remember yelling at my son for a role I have to tell you he did not want.
Mm.
He did not want it and I couldn't understand it and we were midnight and he couldn't remember the words and I yelled at him. And I don't know when I got the memo, but I was like, if he's not getting it at home, he's gonna blow it purposely in the room.
Mhm.
So I just waited to the next day once I figured out that I wanted something more than him, you know? And I waited till the next day and I was like, you don't have to go. Like I had to recognize I was a problem for my own son after yelling at him. Like, who does that? And I feel like these people did that. They were like,
Yeah.
no, you're gonna do this, and you're gonna Candyman, and you're gonna sing, and you're gonna dance, and we really don't care how you get there.
Mm.
Yeah. And I think, well, not I think, I know he was the money maker, and they depended upon that money.
Yeah.
I think at some point he tried to fight back, and there were too many people against him, manager, mother, father, too many people that was like, get over yourself, you're too cute, we're not having this conversation. I don't want to do something, you're gonna do it. And there was just a lot of mental fight. So to be honest with you, it looks to me like he tried to get out of this. Now that I'm looking at the cards, these are two very fight cards. All
Mhm.
right, one's in defense and the other one is like, I'll cuss you out type of card. But needless to say, nobody could hear. There's another man here. This could be a manager. Now, okay. Now, I get the potential, high potential for him to be gay.
Yeah.
Does he have a girlfriend?
He's bisexual. He's come out.
He's not bisexual.
Oh, never mind. All right. Well, all right.
Not according to this card. According to this card, he is gay. He might be saying he's bisexual because it was safe if he got caught out there. I think he's just gay. And
Oh,
I I
wow.
think that's the discovery. I think if he just owns it and sits back, he will stop drinking, he will stop doing drugs. I think he just should be with one type of partner. Yes, using bisexuality to hide his homosexuality. I think he is gay. And I think it was hidden for a long time. Like he could not be himself, right? Extreme Divas is doing a reading with us. She goes, I got the Fool too. The Fool is representative of, you know, I mean, look at the Fool. Like seriously, it's kind of looks,
Mhm.
you know. Um, I think there's something coming out in writing.
Yep.
My prayer is that Aaron writes his own story. My prayer is somebody does not write this about him because it'll crush him. Crush him. Extreme Divas is like, I wonder if he's transgender. Anything's possible. He's
Anything's
not
possible.
being his authentic self. Whatever this is, he needs to start just being. I am. I am. I am gay. I am transgender. I am. And I'm not fighting anymore. You know who took care of himself finally, and I respect him for it, although I don't like him as a person? Jenna.
Mhm.
Jenna.
Oh.
Because I think he became transgender at a point to get all the girls back on the Kardashians. You know, knowing that he
Mm.
was always, you know, transgender, knowing, you know, and then when he got ready to come out, he's like, I'll fix all of you. I was like, oh, okay. That's how
That's
I
a good
feel.
point.
In any case, if he decides to be the I am that he is, whatever that is, Aaron, what is your I am? My I am is that I'm a psychic. What's yours? What's that odd thing that makes people feel uncomfortable?
Mm.
Um, right? What's outside of the norm, right? What's your I am? What do you have to tell the world? Because I think you've been contemplating, you know, like just saying it, just wanting to be it and not wanting to be half it. Um,
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
mhm. um, because I think that's when you'll make money, when you give up the
Yep.
ghost and you just be the I am inside of you. But you have to claim it, you have to own it, you have to decide this is who you are. I think you've got a story to tell, and I think you've been abused as a kid.
Mhm.
And it is what it is. Sorry you've gone through what you've gone through. I think the industry was way too unkind to you. Really
Yep.
bad. All right? And I don't know what to tell you, Aaron. I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm
sorry
sorry.
that your parents set you up for failure, essentially.
And didn't even care.
Nope.
Like he tried to scream and yell, and they didn't care. They were
Nope.
like, you're going to that gig tomorrow. You're gonna create this song tomorrow.
It's like they felt overbearing to me, and like he had no say so in the matter, no voice. Even when he tries to show strength, like they smack it back down. Like, does that
Yeah.
make sense? Yeah.
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 I
Mhm.
see that in the show that they're on. Which, by the way, Desi, I wonder if you're talking about this show because Marriage Boot Camp is in a house.
Mm-mm. This is a show that's going to be filmed overseas.
Okay, Okay. But you see that on the show where he tries to tell his mom, like, you are fucked up. Like, he tries to tell her, and she just challenges his need to tell her how he sees her.
Mm.
GT, who's a troll? Um, and it takes the moderators or the counselors to be like, stop, you're not listening to him.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I kind of want to know what his relationship is like on that show, and I guess I'll have to look at it. But I really want to know what his relationship is like with Corey Feldman.
Very oddly distant.
Okay.
There's a weird connection that you could see between the two of them. There's something weird between the two of them, and yet very oddly distant.
Mm.
Like, they don't bond like boys bond. You know how boys just bond and will separate from the group?
Yeah.
Nope.
Wow.
No. Corey's married, so his wife does stay under him a lot. But these kids knew each other growing up. So what is that?
Yeah, what is that?
I always
You know.
thought it was competition. But now I'm wondering, because they're oddly distant, is it something else?
Hmm.
They're oddly on opposite ends of the room. Like, no male bonding at all. C. Harmon is like, is it because they secretly like each other?
Oh my gosh.
Now that I'm looking at this, I'm wondering. I'm wondering.
Ugh. See,
There,
I didn't see any women in his. The only women I saw were mother figures
no women here.
and yeah, and a daughter. I saw that, but like I didn't see any romantic anything. So I figured that it was just, it's one of those things where maybe Spirit is saying he doesn't need a relationship. He needs to work on self, and that's why I don't see that.
Yeah, no, no. He's gay.
Oh.
I'd
I
say
got the
so.
full card, and I didn't know that's what that meant. I mean, it might not be. I mean, like I took it as well. It was in a whole different position, so I'd have to see it. What position is it in for you?
For me, it's my hopes and fears.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
What's your position?
Because I'm doing like the 6 card spread, the fool showed up as like at the end of the row, so present, so number 6.
Hmm. So headed there,
Headed there.
headed to owning it and being the I am that's inside of you.
Yeah.
Be the I am that you are. Whatever it is, it'll free you. Like, you'll be so much happier. Screw everybody.
Mm.
I think.
Oh, see, Extreme Divas has it in the challenge position.
Oh my God, that would be a challenge to own it, to open up.
Oh dear. So he's struggling with a lot. He's struggling with identity issues too. On top of all that, coming to terms with who he is.
Yeah. Yeah. Extreme Divas, like, I'm getting goosebumps. Yeah. So, with that being said, seriously, Aaron, if you would just own it, there's a whole new show, a whole new identity, a whole new level of income because people would be interested in that part of you. And it would allow you to basically make some money. Remember, I got the Three of Swords as a number one position. I think that if he would just open up, I think women would have a problem. Not women, intimate women.
Yes,
Intimate
yeah.
women would have a problem for him coming out. Like sister or something like that, aunts, like they would all have a problem. They would prefer that he kept it under wraps. Sad. All right, are we good?
Yep, we're good. outcome for him or no?
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to. These things, man, the final outcomes are crazy.
I know, but they're so good.
Right?
It's like the final stamp on the reading. It's like, okay, what you said, this is confirmation.
Everybody's gonna
I love those cards. What are those cards called, by the way?
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody's gonna get these cards. Calling Miss
Okay.
archetype cards. I was purchasing these cards. Or did somebody give me these cards? Now I'm getting confused. So I could do love readings. And I've never really been able to find a deck that lets me do love right. You know what I mean? So that's how I wound up keeping these and doubling up on them.
Yeah.
Remember, I tell you I double up on the people, so it's not 78 in here. It's more than 78. And that's why my readings are so different because I just give you everything, and I try to throw love in there if spirit lets me. It doesn't always let me. But I really just wanted to do love readings. I'm telling you, it didn't work out. It seemed so superficial. It seemed so phony. And I was like, nope, if it's going to come out phony, I ain't doing it.
Right.
Because I tried it. All right. Final outcome for Aaron. That never happens. Upside down.
Upside down.
Hero, heroine. Isn't it? Okay, think about what I'm trying to say here.
Yes, I understood right away.
I didn't. Do you understand?
Yes. Yep.
Oh my God, these cards, they something to scare me. They're so accurate. Shadow side. Escapism and a false sense of heroism. That's not really what I got. I'm going to read it, but I feel like, are you a he or she?
Yep.
That's what you got, right, Desi?
Yep.
And maybe in his mind, he does want to be the hero. He wants to go back to being loved that way. I think.
Being celebrated.
Being celebrated. All right. Shadow. Shadow heroism succeeds only by disempowering others. Look for a history of facing and overcoming odds in both material and spiritual realms. Look for a history of facing and overcoming odds in both material and spiritual realms. And I think that's what he's struggling right now. He's struggling to overcome, what he gained materially, financially. And I think he needs to step into the spiritual realm to face his reality.
Yep.
Because the first time I'm going to step outside the book, and literally what I got is he, she. Not calling him a girl, but just saying he's not owning the identity that he is. He's not bi, although this also could mean bi, but he's not. But the ability to overcome it is part of his obstacles, to overcome that part of him that is not allowed to be. And that's financially and that's spiritually. I think, Desi, you and I are very lucky people. I think you are highly educated and you stepped into your spiritual world. And I think that is saving you. I think that side that you tapped into, it's only a compliment to being a teacher. And Desi, in her class in California, has expressed with her students who she is. And that's empowering because you own it, you admit it. This is what I am, guys, and this is what I like to do as a hobby because career-wise, you're a teacher.
Yeah.
you know? And so I think you and I are very lucky that we're like, hello, this is it. And you're still a great teacher. And I think everyone that gets to participate in this channel also
Mhm.
gets to either secretly for now invest in, the psychic world, spirituality, the metaphysical
Yeah.
world, or outwardly. Like Extreme Divas is like, I know exactly what this is. I'm doing my cards with y'all, and it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool just to be. Whatever
Right.
that is, like it's so cool just to be, Aaron. So I hope you
And
find yourself.
right. And it's so, and not only that, like it's good to find your tribe of people who appreciate you for who you are and what you are.
Yes.
If you have a bunch of people who are, staring down at you, wagging their finger at you and judging you, is it a really safe place
Yeah.
to be who you are?
And most times it isn't. And Desi joined my book club, and the book club is for anyone that finishes the tarot class. And then you could join a book club because if you finish the tarot class and then join a book club, nothing you say is unusual to us.
Right.
You could say whatever you want. And we'll be like, oh my God, what did that feel like? What was that like? Explain it to us. We'll be fascinated. We don't make
Mm-hmm.
fun. We don't like none of that. Like, that's your tribe of people. And Desi came the other day, and it was cool, right, Desi?
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah.
It was really nice. I hope that, I mean, for Aaron's sake, I hope that he finds, his tribe of people. I
Yeah.
don't think mom, at least from what I saw in the cards, I don't think that mom is willing to change. She is who she is. That's who she's going to be.
Yeah.
Um, and so it might be time for him to stop seeking approval
Mm.
on that level.
Yeah. Poor thing. That's the worst when you're seeking approval. That's the worst.
Yeah. And when you're seeking approval from, the person that birthed you and they can't even say to you,
That's the
you
worst.
know, yeah, that's the worst feeling. It's got to be heartbreaking for him.
Mm. Or I think at least what I see on TV, getting it for the moment, and then she takes it back in the next breath.
Oh, she's one of those.
Yes, yeah. Like she'll like, oh yes, I got it. Yes, I caused this to happen inside of him, and I get it. And then literally, when they're sitting on a sofa, not having this, project to do, she'll say something stupid, and he's like, what are you talking about? Like he's always defending himself based upon something that she's just blurting out,
Oh,
which tells me she's not
no.
getting her lesson. She's not learning. Like it's
No,
such a struggle to watch these two.
oh, wow. I need to look at this show.
Yeah.
I haven't, I haven't seen it, so I definitely need to have a look at it. But just, I know that he's had some issues in the past just from dealing with his sorry, I knocked my microphone. Just from like the public feud with his brother. There was that, and then like everybody watched that play out on Twitter and how that came about, and I was like, oh wow, he might be in some serious trouble here.
Yeah.
Um, and if you're going on marriage boot camp to try and fix your relationship with your mother, it's also an indication of trouble too. You know.
Yeah. And I just think it's interesting that it's called Marriage Boot Camp and you're on a show with your mother because a lot of women marry their sons.
That's so true.
Yeah. Yeah. They replace them.
Yeah, you're right. They use their son to replace the love of a man that they don't have in their life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Talk
it leads to
about,
all sort of
and,
weird boundary issues.
yeah. And talk about a confusing kid. And that
Right.
definitely feels like something that was put in place in that household.
Mm.
Like being encouraged to hate the father He was encouraged to make decisions for her, like, should I get a divorce? Like, she asked that of Aaron,
She did?
and he was a
Oh,
child.
that's not okay.
That's what he keeps saying. He's like, that was not okay, and she's like, I never did that. And he's like, you did, and I believe him.
Yeah, of course. I mean, why would he lie about that? You know, I wonder
But
if his mother.
I've seen moms go in denial. Like, some of them go to their grave with denial.
Oh, of course they do.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, I mean, I guess it's an easier place to be in because then you're not forced to look at your behavior and how you might have contributed to your child's
To what you're
problems.
looking at. What you're looking
Right.
at, you did.
Right.
What is that?
What is your contribution in this?
Mm-hmm.
And that forces you to do self-examination. A lot of people aren't ready to do that level of.
And that's what I
work.
think is a shame, and that's where I want to congratulate metaphysical people, because part of coming in and doing this is owning your shit, owning it,
Mm-hmm.
because we're healers. When
Yeah.
all is said and done, at the end of the day, everyone we talk to, our mission is to heal. Now, whether or not we get to heal you in 30 minutes is two different things.
Right. Sometimes it's more than that.
It's more than that. But our job is still to reach out and touch and
Yeah.
heal.
And ultimately, I think, and the final thing I'm going to say about Aaron is I think a healthy distance from his mom would benefit him. Sometimes you need to understand that there are just some relationships with people. You have to meet people where they are today, and today she's not ready to acknowledge her part in it. And I think this is one of those cases where you can't expect for the person that broke you to fix you.
Wow, deep. That's deep, Desi.
Like, you can't expect the person that damaged you to also be your healer. Like, that, it doesn't work that way.
Deep. That's deep.
And so I think maybe he should separate and figure things out on his own, and then come back as a whole healed person.
Yeah.
And deal with his mother from that standpoint once he's gained perspective in his own life.
Regains a new position.
Right.
And it's healthy to do that. I know I left my family in New York to find myself, and it was never a decision I regretted. I think if I would have stayed in New York, I would have been a very vile, disgusting, defensive person. Seriously. If not a drunk, if not battered, because I have a strong tongue. So imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So I left to find myself, and sometimes finding yourself means leaving, getting quiet, feeling things that you've never felt before, because people don't let you feel nice. People don't let you feel
absolutely.
good about yourself. People don't let you feel accomplished. And I congratulate myself for just recognizing it. And I kept moving, coming back. And I was like, God, like, do you hate me? Like, what do I have to do to get up out of here? And, God let me... Learn a lesson. God let me... Break the cycle. Look at your family. Sit there. Figure it out. You can't leave until you get the memo that they are unhealthy. Period.
Yep.
Cannot be trusted.
No.
Period.
And sometimes that's the lesson in it, right? Like, that's the karmic lesson in it. There are people there just to show you that they can't be trusted. Like, they can't be trusted.
Yeah.
And you have to deal with them them from that standpoint. I think Aaron's biggest problem is he's still dealing with his mother like a 12-year-old and not 32. 32-year-old Aaron is in physical form only, not mentally, not spiritually.
Yeah.
He's 12.
Yeah.
And so he's looking at his mother as a source, but she's not that. And I think once he gets healthy and clear, he'll be able to put that relationship into perspective. I think right now, repairing that relationship means everything to him because he's 12. And 12-year-old boys need their mom.
Somebody
32-year-olds
doesn't. A 32-year-old doesn't.
Right, exactly.
Somebody just said that he has been stating he's going to be alone. He's going to be alone. And I have to tell you, Aaron, that's your challenge. Your challenge is to be alone. But remember, Desi, being alone means facing your mental demons.
Yep.
Can you be alone? Can you deal with yourself?
Yep.
What does that look like? Can you be gay and alone?
Right.
It's like being a monk. It's like separating from your family to hear God alone. Hear God's voice alone by yourself and move about your day until a new Aaron develops.
Yep, absolutely.
And we've all been there, and some of us are going through it right now. And isn't it uncomfortable to try and figure out who the I am is inside of you? It's uncomfortable. And sometimes it takes a couple of years, 2-4 years, to process what your caterpillar zone is before you come out on the other side. Some people don't make it.
That's such a good point.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's exploring this, if he's, he can't, I don't know his medical history, but I wonder if he's considered counseling or therapy at all. And I don't mean like the show therapy. I mean like an actual, like, actually to undo some of this stuff.
I would hope that this show, if he hasn't had in the past, I can't prove it, but I hope that this show will encourage him to continue with therapy.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's bulimic too. Oh God, there's a lot.
It's just so much.
It just gets worse and worse and worse.
Like I said, he just felt the energy is sad and blocked and lost.
Yeah. Okay, before you leave, you know how California is. You're not supposed to jaywalk, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I was crossing from one place to another, small little street. And before I got to the corner, I had already determined that I was going to jaywalk, right?
Oh, no. Okay. That's such a New Yorker thing.
I know. And so I'm standing there, and the lights are on. Like, it's dark, and so the lights are on, and it's busy. You know, they're selling Christmas trees, and cars are all over the place. And I'm standing there, and this car comes up on me, right? And I look at the car, and I'm about to tell the car, just go. When I see it's a police car. So I'm about to go, just go. And then I see it's a police car, and I was like, oh, no, you are not. I'm not. And so they drove past me, and they were like, and I was like, what am I supposed to do? And then I still jaywalked.
Like, seriously, it's LA. Like, are they serious?
Think about it. If they had gotten out the car, I would have been like, okay, look around. There's no place to safely walk. It happens to be one of those intersections where you actually can't walk. So if they had gotten out the car, I was like, not only am I going to beat this ticket, but I'm going to show you guys. There's no place I can walk. This place is literally just for cars. But it's wrong. It's wrong. I just thought I'd tell you that.
Look, you got to do what you got to do. And if they would have given you a ticket for that, I feel like you could have fought that.
Pictures and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
Because this is a common little section where it's a busy bank, you know, Denny's, Staples, and I can't cross the street. Like, it's just, but it's just funny when I think they were like, let's see if this girl does this. If she just walks in front of us, we're gonna nail her. And the only reason why I didn't is because I don't like to walk in front of cars because I have a bum leg.
Mm,
So when I walk in front of cars, I actually get more nervous and my leg gets bummier.
gotcha.
So the only reason why I was like, go ahead, is because I just need to walk safely. Technically, guys, I'm handicapped, but I don't look handicapped. So the only way I'm going to take care of myself, being a handicapped person, because the leg sometimes goes up and down. You guys see me limp sometimes, and it goes up and down. And sometimes I can just walk normally. I just don't know what's going to happen from moment to moment. But if my nerves are bad, and I'm trying to get in front of a car, I actually could hurt myself more because my nerves are bad, and I
Right.
don't want to disrupt the driver from not moving on with their life. So it's
Mm-hmm.
better for me to go, no, 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 you go, because I know how slow I am, right?
Right.
So it was automatic response to go, or otherwise I just would have ran across the street. So automatic response to go, come on, just go. And they just stood there, and I was like, cop car. And I was like, listen, no, no, no. And, and they drove past me like, and I was like, what do you want? Like, I'm not, like, you can't, no. And then I still,
LAPD is a trip.
huh?
That's all. I said LAPD is a trip. Like a trip.
And this was sheriff, so it was worse. Like, I'm not
Oh,
about
God.
to get caught by no sheriff. Sorry. It
For
was just funny.
jaywalking. You know how stupid that is? Oh my gosh. When I lived in LA, I jaywalked so much, and I dare them to say something to me about it because you know the streets were messed up. You know that.
I
It's
know.
horrible. Downtown LA especially is terrible. So
Yeah.
where else am I gonna walk? Like are you kidding me?
Except the jaywalk. I know. All
Like I
right.
wish you would.
Desi, remind them of your new segment.
Okay, so I will be answering letters and giving spiritual advice via tarot. If you want your letter read, obviously I will keep it absolutely 100% anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want me to read your letter and you want me to pull some cards on it, give you some spiritual advice, you can shoot me an email to starseedmailbag@gmail.com, and I'll happily answer.
And I think, Desi, who's ever um, mail you pull, just send the video back to them specifically, you know, in an
Yeah,
email.
I can totally do that too. No
Mm-hmm.
problem. That's easy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just make it private and send it.
Oh, no, no,
So,
no. No, don't make it private. The whole thing, the whole purpose is for it to be public.
okay. I mean, just in case if somebody needs some help and they're like, please don't.
Oh, that's different. You can always make it
Yeah,
private. Yeah.
that's what I mean. Yeah, if
But
somebody's like, please don't, I just need the help, that's fine. But, I will be happy to disguise names and I'll be happy to send it to you. That's simple.
yes, yes. Traceybrownlive.com. Check out my
Yes.
website. Email me, text me, and that's it. We're coming on to Christmas, and so
Yes.
there'll be a video on Sunday. Don't worry about that. But I just want to start saying Merry Christmas. I want to start saying Happy New Year, and I'm just gonna say it because we're here. We're so close to it now. And I want
Yes.
everybody to
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa. Enjoy.
Happy Festivus, if you're one of those.
Happy
Um,
who's Festivus? I've heard that before.
If you ever seen, there's a Seinfeld episode where it's like
Yes.
Festivus is a holiday for the rest of us.
Yes,
So,
I
happy
like that.
Festivus if that's you. Um,
Happy
oh,
Festivus.
the Chinese New Year's coming up, Year of the Rat. So, also coming up.
Yes.
So,
And
yeah.
by the way, I celebrate every single Chinese New Year.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, because I have Asian friends, and sometimes they'll invite me, and I'm like, I'm partying, and I'm picking up. Like, I love the cat. Like, I love the money cat. You got to pick up the money cat, guys.
Oh, I love those
I
things.
know. I have a money cat in my window right now. I pick
No, I
up a
see them
money cat
everywhere,
every
and I love them.
year, no matter what year it is, dragon, rat, whatever. I pick up a money cat. But
I think I'm gonna do the same. That's really cool.
yeah, I picked up. I'll show you. Since if you don't believe me, hold on. As one example, oh, oh, I guess this was the year of the dog. I don't know when
Okay.
that was, but this is one of many little trinkets I have around the house. Oh, year of
Oh,
the
I really
dog.
like that.
I just put it in my window for good luck. One time I had the year of the dragon, but I don't know where it's at now. A lot of times Ezra comes over and steals my stuff and redecorates. And so I had the year of the dragon, which is my son. So of course I love the dragon, but and the cat. The
Hmm.
cat just. I have a cat in the window over there too, but it's behind the plants. I'm too tired to go get it.
I love it. I'm gonna get one.
You have to, and you're like, do they believe in that in Japan?
They don't really cross traditions, so they don't cross Japanese and Chinese traditions like that.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So.
But metaphysically, I would really be interested in what Japan, you know, takes on, and that's a whole nother thing you could show us.
Oh, that's really cool. I don't. I. That's something I definitely want to look into and see what
Yeah.
Japanese spiritually and metaphysically believe. I've already been to one of the temples in Asakusa, and it was really, really nice. But
Yeah.
it was really nice. It was where
Soothing.
people were actively praying and
Yes. Yes.
and very tranquil and very serene. But
Yes.
you're right. I definitely want to see what people are doing, kind of on the metaphysical and spiritual level.
Yeah. I've gone to Chinese temple, and it's very intense.
You're gonna have to tell me what the Italians do. What is the Roman Catholicism like in
They
Italy?
they
I want
go
to
to
know.
church with elaborate marble.
Oh, I bet
It's
that's
a
beautiful.
big deal. It's beautiful. It's a big deal. Like, because Romans are big building people. That didn't change when they
Yes.
built the churches.
Oh no. Yeah, exactly.
Very elaborate, very detailed.
Well,
You
did you go
know,
to Vatican City at all or no?
I went to the Vatican,
Okay.
and we were supposed to go on Saturday.
Mhm.
And stupid me, I was the one I'm pretty sure I was the one that said it, because we were just overwhelmed with just a lot of things, and it was like 3 o'clock, and we were like, I'm pretty sure I was the one that said, let's wait till Sunday.
Gotcha.
So Sunday came around, and by Sunday, we all separated. We've never separated before, but for various reasons, we all separated. And I was like, guys, I have to go to the Vatican. We promised we would do it. I'm okay going by myself, but I have to go.
Mhm.
And then I get to the Vatican, and it's closed.
Oh no.
All the beautiful buildings were closed. So I'm still determined to go. Like, who cares if it's like I can't get into any of the buildings, but still, I gotta go to the land. And so I keep
Right.
walking, and I keep walking and keep walking until I saw the Pope giving mass.
Really?
And I just really, it felt good.
Yeah.
It just felt good. I just like that I caught that aspect of
Yeah.
religion, of somebody's religion.
Of course.
I was like, I'm really here. I'm really in Italy. I'm really here. Like, the Pope is giving mass.
Right. That's so cool.
So, I mean, and I've been to other religions, like Pentecostal. I've been to Pentecostal, um, Chinese, of course, Baptist, born and raised Catholic. So, going to a Catholic church isn't that big of a deal, but going to the Vatican,
Vatican is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
And so I have not made Muslim yet. And I think that's the what if list. What if I went to Muslim? But
like Mecca, making the pilgrimage to Mecca.
Well, wait a second. Hold on. I did go to the. Remember, I went to Jerusalem, and so I went to the wall. I forget what the wall is called. I want to call it the crying wall, but I know that's not the right.
That's not it.
What is the wall called in Jerusalem, guys? You're looking, Desi?
I'm looking. I'm typing.
I am so embarrassed. I am so embarrassed.
Don't be. No, it's totally fine. Okay, so there's the Western Wall. That's not it. Okay.
It's the crying wall. The
Wailing Wall. Officially it's called the Western Wall, but it's called the Wailing Wall.
The Wailing Wall. I've been to the Wailing Wall, and that was overwhelming because people really go to that wall to ask for miracles.
Oh dear.
So that was overwhelming, and then they have these little bits of papers, like if you guys didn't know this, right? They have these little bits of papers and they stick it in the wall and it just stays forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
And those are prayers.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. And everybody just goes to the wall and they just put their hand on the wall and they just pray. It was amazing.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, and they have a lot of seats around, because there's no time for prayer. You can't put a time on it. So when you go with others, you might be done first. You just sit down. And somebody else you might be waiting for is still praying. Since there's no time for prayer, in terms of putting, a digit on it, like you just sit and wait until their prayer is their prayer. Their time is their time. And
it's interesting what spirituality looks like in other cultures.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful when you let other cultures be the I am for themselves. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. When you don't judge somebody else's
Merry
religion.
Christmas.
I
was saying, nevertheless, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and Happy New Year.
Yeah.
And happy Kwanzaa.
Yeah. And don't be surprised, most cultures celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
In their, I didn't mean it that way. Most countries celebrate Christmas. No matter what the religion, most of them have something there that celebrates somebody that celebrates Christmas.
Exactly.
So most countries are very fair to Christian culture.
Oh, and absolutely.
Christians are not always fair to their culture.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It's kind of unfortunate that Christians are not always just accepting. So.
All right, sweetie.
Okay.
Hi, Coco. Bye.
Right.
Thank you, Desi.
Bye.
Give me your address one more time. Yeah. One more time for the mailbag. Your address.
Oh, it's starseedmailbag@gmail.com. I'm taking questions and responding to questions, giving spiritual advice via tarot. So you're welcome to email me at starseedmailbag@gmail.com.
All right, sweetie. Thanks.
All right.
Desi.
Thank you so much for having me today again.
You're welcome, Desi. It was a pleasure. All right.
It's always a treat. All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh, wait. Hi, everyone.